This is Gacha J. This is your home for Gacha news, analysis, and reviews. Let's go. So this is my honest reaction to the Korean patch update. I'm going to try my best to not edit this one as much as I have in the past and try to keep it a little bit more free flowing. I've tended to stay away from these type of things just because I'm trying to keep this channel a little bit more global server oriented, because people like Clint Wolf and Zebo do such a good job of covering the Korean server and the game as a whole. I think I was trying to keep my channel a little bit more relevant to the more casual players. But this seems like such a big update that I should try to read through it at least once and understand what's coming. So this is my honest live take at everything that's in this patch. I have been spoiled a little bit in knowing what's coming, but I will try to at least be genuine about what it is I knew up front. So, good morning. This is Guardian Tales, all of the fun in the world. We will inform you of the update schedule currently being prepared. This next update scheduled is a matter that is provided as soon as possible. Please note that the information will be conducted on the same Thursday. The information provided is being prepared for an update within the next Friday. Please check the details below for preparations. If you guys don't know, Korea is about 2 weeks ahead of the global server. So what we see implemented in Korea, we can expect 2 weeks out for the global server. And generally their update cycles are on Fridays and Thursdays, depending on what type of patch it is. So we can expect that next Thursday or next Friday that this will be brought to that server, as in 2 to 3 days from this release. So the first thing they did is new short stories added. A new short story book has been added. This is probably the Rue expansion that will be added to that book, which is pretty good. I'm really excited about all of these being there. I haven't completed all of them myself because there's been other priorities and to use my stamina on, but I will get to them and I'm super excited to see how those stories play out. New content cooperative experience version added. This is what I was spoiled on. Somebody told me, specifically Golden Boy Squad, that co-op is coming to this game. We've been hinted at it before, but this is the first official stance that we've seen at it. The trial version of the new content co-op battle is added. Co-op is a content in which four players gather with their strength to clear the dungeon. During the experience period, it is simple dungeon for testing. Interesting. So the first thing that we're going to see is a dungeon where each person controls one character, which is different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was mainly going to be two of us. We each get to control one and then we have a secondary one. It's kind of crazy to think that their servers can handle four at the same time when they only open up arena for an hour at a time. But maybe these are new server spaces that they are dedicating to these tasks, which would be really, really valuable to us. I was really expecting the first versions that they released to be puzzle mode, so it's really interesting to see that new dungeon variants are going to be put out there for co-op specifically. I'm really excited about the future, but I can honestly say I was more excited about co-op dungeons. That to me seems kind of Portal-esque, and I'm really excited to see what all they can do with it, because puzzles are my favorite part of this game. I am really looking forward to co-op content. I think it'll be a huge addition to the game. It'll bring a lot of value to guilds, and especially if they do these co-op 4-player dungeons, integrating it into raid events will be super valuable. I really hope to see more mechanics brought into the battle though, and not just open space combat, but have different waves and different objectives and things of that sort thrown in there so that these co-op teams can really begin to have to talk and communicate to really clear out these objectives in the most efficient way and not just try to pack in the most damage. I'm really excited to see where they go with this. So far, so good. Equipment costume added. Equipment costumes can be purchased in the shop. There are equipment costumes that can be acquired when clearing certain challenge missions. When wearing the equipment costume, the costume is displayed. So generally, when they talk about costumes, it's related to character skin costumes. This is the first time we've seen equipment costumes, so maybe you can attach it to like any sword and it'll appear a very specific way. I'm pretty excited about that. One of the things I've wanted in this game for a while was the ability to take any of our weapons and made it the visible weapon for it, but that did actually be a negative thing in Arena. So like you could think of it like this way. You could say, hey, Future Princess only has that weapon that they give you when you summon her. She does not actually have her Liberator, so they go in and they change the costume to be that staff, and in actuality it would be the Liberator. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in Arena, because exclusive weapons play such a big deal in the way that you go about target selection or how you play out against a specific opponent in Arena. So I think it has to be disabled for that type of combat. I really hope that they decided to go that route. If not, we could see a little bit of a meta shift up. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see. I like the idea. The execution, I'm kind of skeptical on at the moment. Combat medal improvement. Oh, good. I really don't like the combat medal system. Hopefully this is better. Improvement of battle medals payment system Coliseum. When you join the Coliseum as an attack party, 2 battle medals will be awarded regardless of victory or defeat. That's good news. That really encourages a lot of people to play Coliseum on a more casual level. Because battle medals are super good, but it's really a grind at the moment. Arena. In order to reduce arena stress, battle medals will be awarded as a result reward. Will not be rewarded as a result reward. Battle medals are awarded as seasonal rewards in the arena. Oh, that's actually pretty good too. Instead of getting it every battle, they're just going to give you a big old bulk of it. So that means that you can casually play arena, and battle medals aren't the main thing that you're sitting there grinding for. You could be just playing to play to see how high of a rank you can get. A lot of people like to throw and go down to the lowest elo they can and then grind out battle medals that way, because they're these super OP characters fighting a bunch of noobs. That's a really bad system. I like this system a bit more, to where those people are going to be trying to go as far as they can in order to get a big bulk of battle medals, which is really good. And guild raid, a battle medal is added as a ranking reward, and the battle medal reward increases when participating. Applied from the new guild raid season. Also good. As you can see, we see a big shift from activity to results, and I really like that for the casual point of view and the competitive point of view. Really good changes to that, and it'll also make a lot of these battle equipments, it's probably the right thing to say, a lot more accessible to people. And those are some of the better equipment in the game, so it's really good for that to be more accessible to people that have played for a considerable amount of time. Optional fixed stone. Optional fixed stone added. An item that can affix equipment options is added. Optional fixed stones can be purchased in limited quantities every week using battle medals. You can fix the equipment options by consuming the optional fixed stones. Depending on the rarity of the equipment, the number of option you want to lock, the required amount of the option fixed stone changes. It is also possible to cancel the fixed option, and when canceled, the optional fixed stone is not consumed. I believe this is the same thing as the existing option stone system. So I'm thinking that all it's saying is that you can buy what is currently considered option stones with battle medals, which is a fine addition to me. So that's whatever. Boundary Labyrinth. Border Labyrinth new season. The Labyrinth of the new Vigil will continue for 4 weeks. Okay, that's good. We know we're going into the Earth Labyrinth system, so we're excited about that. And Roadmap Event. A Roadmap event where you can collect points in exchange for various rewards is in progress. Okay, so we've seen that before. The Guardian Pass of the new season is in progress. Guild Raid. The Guild Raid of the new season will be prepared. Improvement and error correction. The minimum time for the hero skill use and motion cancellation has been adjusted. Hero skill use and motion cancellation. Okay, and I don't really truly have a comment on that one. I don't know if that was something being abused in Korea. I haven't really heard of it in global, but I don't keep up with the top end of the meta too much. An icon has been added so that you can check the special options a monster has before entering the battle stage of Kamazan Land. That's pretty good. That was my biggest takeaway from Kamazan, was that when you're going in and it's saying, okay, you need range attacks are negated by this monster, and you go in with a team of 3 ranged as your DPS and you're in a lot of trouble. It's really good to know up front what that perk is. So I'm glad that they did that. It didn't really serve any competitive advantage. It was kind of an RNG thing, and the more games can get rid of RNG, the better in my eyes. Monster images of Kamazan Land and Orbital Lift have been added. Also a huge addition, because now you can prepare even more. When entering the Evolution Stone dungeon for the first time, the Evolution Stone of the hero you have will be selected first. Okay, so if you have a hero in your team, that'll be thrown up there for when you get to choose which evolution, because they are coming out with a new version of the evolution dungeons. Those 3 that they had before, they're going to condense to 1, and you get to choose what you want to grind for. Good addition to the game. The description of the knowledge level hero performance improvement has been modified and fixed the problem where the production amount was intermittently displayed incorrectly when changing the location of a floating building. Huh. Never noticed that one either. Overall, guys, this is a really big update for us. I am excited for the future of this game. This game continues to blow me out of the water with dev care, dev thought, and projectability of where this is going. The only thing that I feel like we're missing in this game is a tower defense mode. But honestly, with what they're doing in the co-ops, I would prefer them to put all of their focus on making co-op amazing before going down the route of tower defense. But we got it under control. One of these days, Heaven Hold will be under attack, and we have to put some turrets on our coffee houses. I'm pretty excited about that. I know it's going to come. I don't know that from an inside source. I just feel it in my soul. I'm Gacha Jay. Peace.